Harley shows up in a new universe or iteration, you have to sort of imagine what her energy level is, what her vocal pitch is. You know, there are obviously darker versions of Harley that are less high-pitched, but even still, they still have that little element. I call it the Harley flip, where like she says something and there's like this weird little flip in the middle of it. This game in particular happens to be a very high-energy version. It skews to a huge audience of younger players, and she's funny and fun and fearless. Funny, fun, fearless. That's her. She has a lot of really fun weapons. She has her typical bat and mallet, but also in this game she has a Batman plushie that she throws at people to blow them up. So that's pretty cool.
So how much yelling for Harley Quinn did you have to do that just threw your voice completely out? Yeah, like
that's a video game for you. You know that you're going to be there for 4 hours, because a typical session for a voiceover artist is 4 hours, but sometimes it can be quicker. Usually for video games they take the whole time because there's so much dialogue for in-game play, and you're by yourself. You're not in a group record with all the other actors because there's so much dialogue, and you know that some of it's going to be higher energy, fighting noises, impact noises, lines that you say mid-fight, lines that you're saying to someone very far away. So you have to take care of your voice.
I was going to say, do you have a favorite Harley Quinn line?
Well, I have a lot of favorite Harley Quinn lines, but in this game, I'm trying to remember, I kind of like that she loves Taz.
It's like such a cute little dynamic. I don't know if I have a favorite line yet from this game, but I do like that they've gone back to some of her old costumes, and there's going to be a lot of fun skins that people can get. But yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
So I asked this of Matthew as well. When it comes to like the audio Bible for the recordings and all that stuff, how much improvisation did they give you, since obviously you do the character so well and have done it for so long? Like, you're just like, I'm doing this because that's good writing, but not what you would say or do.
No, for the most part, the writers are pretty big on with how these characters speak, and the dialogue is quite specific to each action, so it's not like in a cartoon series where you can improv a little and make it your own. However, there are moments that I'm like, I think it would be more Harley to say it this way, and then the team is pretty open to recording alternatives. Once in a while, people make mistakes. There's like a word here and there that's like, oh, that's the wrong way to say that, but in video games and in this one too, we stick pretty strictly to the story.
So obviously you're an ultra professional, but do you have to do any preparation before like doing the next year's Justice League Harley version video game, or this one, or even like DC Superhero Girls? Do you just have to get in a certain mindset, or is it just so natural for you now?
It's pretty natural for me because once I become a character, they live up in my brain, and when it's their turn to come out and play, they do. And they are me, so I know how to laugh, run, fight, kiss, whatever it is as that character. And preparatory work would be to read the script, or maybe watch if there's a game, if it's a continuation of something you can play to find the vibe. And at the sessions, they'll have some of that too to play. Just, hey, remember, like, the last moments for Harley was this. It's like, okay, we'll carry it there. But in terms of like mentally preparing, not really, not so much. She's just someone that lives in me that gets to play sometimes. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Were you able to see like the character play?
Yeah, we got to see some of the character design before, yeah. So we knew it was like a lighter version with higher energy, yeah.
We're talking about how it was a different version. You played so many versions of Harley. Is there a version of Harley that you like more than others? Because obviously like this Harley's different than Arkham Harley.
I love all of it. I happen to be a human that likes Batman dark. Like, I just like that world. And so whenever Harley's a little bit more natural, having higher stakes emotionally, I prefer that. I've had many moments voicing Harley in video games where I'm crying. It's like Joker dies or something terrible happens, and it sort of immerses me into the game with that character. So that for me is creatively acting is more rewarding, but I still do have an appreciation for the fun side, and I love it all, and I get really mad when someone else plays her.
We get mad.
We very much get mad too.
If you could have your Harley in this game face off against any of your other animated characters, who would you like to basically fighting yourself?
It's minutes.
Good answer.
You know she's a badass.
Yeah.
You know she's hiding something,
That was a good jump scare.
right? It's like the best jump scare ever. But you know what? Multiverse, in this game in particular, they're really looking to just keep adding characters should the demand be there. So there doesn't really seem to be a reason why not Bubbles, why not Raven, why not Twilight Sparkle, why not Miss Minutes? I think that'd be fun.
You could literally just do a video game of all Terra characters.
I'm
like,
my own multiverse. The Terraverse.
hashtag Terra Strong. It's got a double meaning.
Enter the Terrorverse.
You guys heard it first.
Like Timmy Turner versus Raven. And
It could be its own DLC.
That'd be fun.
You talked about how like your relationship with fans now. Obviously, you have to keep
Well, I'm a huge Iron Giant fan, so I'm so happy they brought that character back. Am I wrong? We haven't seen him since the movie.
He was. I think there was a cameo in like Ready Player One, and that's about it.
Right, but to be able to play him in a game, it's pretty exciting. And the team was talking about some of the challenges because of the size that they've really mastered and worked on. So I was very happy. Like at first I saw the trailer, I'm like, wait a second, is that the Iron Giant? I didn't know that was coming. And then today was fun when they revealed LeBron. His character design was really good. Actually a Harley LeBron team up would be pretty fun.
Do you know if you guys might possibly, go and add some more voices or lines of maybe some other team ups do happen?
I think so. I think that's the idea of this game. Yeah, I think they're going to constantly keep adding characters, adding dialogue, adding skins, adding skills. I think this game has a lot of longevity, and particularly because they made it free, which is so wonderful. The fact that the team said, if we care more about gamers and the fans being able to immerse themselves into it, regardless of what their financial situation is, regardless of what platform they play on, it's really for the players, and I love that so much. So yeah, I think as long as people are playing it, they'll keep adding characters and elements to the game.
Do you get any creative input on your moves or how Harley Quinn looks? Or is that just come in and put the lines in?
No, but that'd be fun.
Well, I was going to ask, it was a variation on that one, I was going to ask, what would you consider the ultimate Harley finishing move to be?
The ultimate Harley finishing. Well, I do really like the Batman plushie because it's so random. Like, it's so random. I haven't seen the hyenas in this one, so maybe that might be kind of fun to bring out her little babies and do something badass. I'd be down for that.
You probably can't answer this, but have you possibly recorded any other characters that haven't been announced yet? Or?
No, not yet.
I've been going to Terra Strong press rooms for years, and I remember in the Teen Titans, it might not even been Teen Titans, it might have been like the showcase, but your sons were sitting in the back playing video games. So I know that they're gamers.
Yes.
They're probably old enough to vote now, but
Yes.
if they're a gamer, are they going to be playing as Mom? Are they going to be trying to kill Mom?
No, I love, I remember years ago I came home when Injustice was really big, and my son Aiden was like, Mom, I just killed everybody as you! I'm like, oh my god, that's so he's like, Harley's badass! I'm cool for my kids.
It took that long, but it finally happened.
So anytime like we were talking about team up with other ones, And then do they give you specific dialogue for each character came up?
Oh yeah, and it'll be in sections. It'll be say like this section's for Batman, this section's for whatever. And then even with that, there's all kinds of subsections. This is the section where they fight. This is the section where they find something, where they sleep, where they get their asses kicked. Like there's all different things that you have to do with each character. It's a tremendous job. I think in general we've seen an explosion of multiverse across all pop culture, and the idea of keeping all those characters in line with how they interact with people is a special kind of brain. But then putting it in a video game, I can't even imagine the organizational skills. I have skills, but not that. The organizational skills it would take to keep all these characters on track and with their interactions and what they're doing. It's like, I can't even imagine. It must be like, I don't know, like 1 million pages of like information on computers. Like, I can't even imagine.
If the snipers from Marvel aren't here, are you allowed to say, did you record any minutes for Loki season 2?
I haven't yet, but a spoiler, she's in it. I know that.
Is there any difference in the recording process for like the video game versus like Teen Titans Go, where you have a
Yeah,
story
we're all
versus just?
together for Go. Even during COVID, we've been together on Zoom, so that's nice. Video games are always alone. It's too much dialogue, too many intricacies to get right. That playing off another actor isn't as important as making sure the timing and everything all fits in. Although when it comes to gameplay interactions, sometimes once in a while they'll have the actors together, but by and large video games are by yourself. So that's the big difference. So even if you're not doing 1,000 death sounds, talking for 4 hours can be very vocally taxing. So you sort of put yourself in a mental state. When it comes to Harley, however, I never get cranky because she's literally my therapy. Like I just get to scream it all out and, you know, just feel very powerful in these Harley boots for 4 hours of my life.
And then with this, do they just have you do like multiple like takes of the same lines?
It'll
And
usually be like between, well, it's usually 2 or 3 depending on how hefty the line is. If it's a very long line, you're not going to make me do the whole thing 3 times if I got it right on one, which. But yeah, it's typically 3 or 4.
We talked about character design before, and obviously we just love the character design just like we do. But do you like that they kind of keep changing Harley's character design with each new thing to give her a new look? Does that keep things fresh for you?
Yeah, I get really excited and I'm like, okay, people are going to cosplay that at the next Comic-Con. Yeah, I get really excited. And I like to cosplay too, so I'm like, I wonder if I can get that outfit. I always say, like, next time you guys premiere a game at E3 or something, like, let me suit up. Like, I want to come on and like, okay, Tara.
So have you ever gone on to like troll players while you're doing playing like online games at all by doing the voice? Like I know there was the guy from Overwatch that would go on who voiced one of the characters and he'd scream out the command that was like the finishing kill just into the microphone to scare people.
I've never done that, but that would be fun. I did go with my son on Omegle and freak people out, but I've never done a gaming thing. People are like, you sound just like him. You sound just like her. My kid's like, weird, right? And then it just changes. It's on my TikTok. You can see it.
But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.